Hey, I'm back. I'm going to do my best to keep the ums and uhs and little things like that to a minimum so I don't have to edit out a million pauses in video and then you get these glitchy things. So I've just keep this short. I got a couple things to talk about as far as the training this week since I made my last video. I brought the Hal Higdon half marathon training program printout with me so you can see that it does exist, and I'll make sure to put a link in the video as well. This is pretty poorly executed here, I'm sorry, but I think I'm on week 3 right now, and I'm gearing up for this 5K, see here, this thing right here, 5K race next, I think it's actually next Saturday that I'm doing it, but anyways, I'm on, I think, week 3. Tonight I have to do a 3.5 mile run. It's disgusting outside, so hopefully I can do it. I also did, here we go again with the ums and the uhs. I'm sorry. I wish I was better at this, but this is kind of my first foray into vlogging. Is that what it's called? So I'm not an actor. I'm just being honest with everybody and trying to get a point across. I did leg day yesterday at the gym, and my glutes and my thighs and my legs are just really sore. So, but I realized that I kind of committed myself to doing this program, and I want to finish it. I really want to do well in the half marathon that I've signed up for. It's coming up. It's in March. Right now it's January 13th, and I've got the half marathon on March 22nd. And I have signed up for some races along the way, so I can kind of prepare and shoot for shorter goals without over exerting myself for just the half marathon, if that makes any sense. It might. I've been working on, I showed you in my last video, my new watch from Garmin. It's the Fenix 2. I just got it, and they've just released the Fenix 3. The Fenix 3 looks like pretty much the same functionality as the Fenix 2, although it does offer a color screen, which is nice, but I'm pretty happy with the red. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool watch either way. It does so much. There's so much more that this watch does that, my old watch, which is this guy here, the Polar. They're both great. The Garmin does a lot more. So that's back to my point. I have been working on my cadence, and you probably remember that term from my last video, my first video, where cadence is tempo, how many times your feet touch the surface in a minute, and that number should be high. So the elite runners, from what I've been reading, are 180, 190, 200 steps per minute, so really fast. And at the time that I got the watch, mine were at 140 or something, pretty low. And I thought, at the time, yeah, that's pretty good. No, I've been working on it, and I've gotten the number up to on average 180 or so. So I got to work on that. It's I've been only training on the treadmill too, so it'll be really interesting to see if it warms up soon or doesn't, it could just stop raining for once. If that number is congruent on asphalt, because we're not doing 5Ks, 10Ks, and half marathons on a treadmill. So it'd be nice to see. Well, it'd be interesting to see what happens when I finally start running. I've also been wearing my Fitbit. This is the Fitbit Charge, and it kind of goes through and shows you your steps and your mileage. My mom got it for me for Christmas, and it's pretty handy. It's pretty cool. I think the thing that gets me going is my friends on there. I have some friends of mine that are also Fitbit wearers, and it's just kind of more of a bragging rights thing than anything else to see who can get the most steps in a day or in a week, and it's just kind of like taunt each other, and I don't know. It's kind of silly, but it's fun. It's I'll put my my Fitbit username in the descriptions. I don't know if there's a limit on friends, but it would be kind of cool to get with some of you that are maybe also training or that just have a Fitbit. So I ran on. I had to run a good distance. Let's see, last Sunday. So if you're familiar with the training program for Hal Higdon, you run Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, right? Or Sunday. I think I kind of mix mine up. Obviously, he wants you to. The program is there so you can do well. I don't really think it matters what day of the week you start on, or as long as you follow the program. So, anyways, I had to run. I think it was 5 miles, and I went and bought some of these. What's my computer doing here? Sorry. I think we're still good here. Went and bought some of these energy packets. I've never really had that before. They're not. I'm not a dietitian. I'm certainly not. In peak shape, if you will. But I think something like this would be really handy in a longer race. I wanted to try it out on the treadmill before I tried it on a race in case it made my stomach upset. But these things, there's different brands and different flavors and stuff, and I really liked it. It's about the consistency of peanut butter. It's a little more liquidy than peanut butter, but like a gel. That's kind of what they're going for. And the one that I had was the Hammer Gel. I think it was apples and cinnamon. But Goo is another really popular brand. And I'll put some links in the description. Maybe you can buy these online or locate a retailer near you that you could buy these at. But anyways, you just do this. It's to be frank, the consistency and texture is pretty gross. But I did notice a considerable mental zone, energy, if you will, that I hadn't really experienced before. So I don't really know if this is replacing something in your diet or not. But sorry, my nose is really itchy. I got a haircut today, and I got these hairs all over. But this stuff is good. I'd check it out. I mean, for a couple bucks, it might be worth it to have it in in your pocket for a longer race, or for your endurance training and things like that when you're running longer distances. I think the calories on these is it's about 100. The Hammer Gel's 90 and the Goo's 100. So negligible difference between them. Obviously, lots of carbs get you going. Let's see. Other than that, I've been working a lot on my breathing, trying to keep my heart rate down. I don't know if that's the right word or not. Just not overly high. So I guess down would be the right word. But I've noticed that it's coming down on its own. I think before, when I was last year, I've lost a lot of weight in the past year, and when I was running before that, I lost all the weight. My heart rate would be consistently 195 under heavy load. Under stress, running on the treadmill, 195 was a pretty average number for me. Now I'm noticing that as the more I run, even in the past couple weeks that I've been doing this program, my heart rate has been 180 or less, which is considerable difference for me even this time 2 months ago. So for me to be able to be at a lower heart rate is interesting. something to work on. I don't think it's something to really work on, other than breathing efficiently, which is something I'm also curious about, because I'd watched YouTube videos just like you're doing now, and there's a guy that said, breathe in with your left foot, and you breathe in with your right foot, and then you breathe out with your foot, and then you breathe out. So it's in, out, out. And that's great. And it worked really well for me for a long time. But now I'm doing my cadence thing, and I'm stepping quite a bit more to get that number higher. So I'm just trying to have to mentally picture, an efficient breathing pattern, which sucks because you don't want to think about breathing. Nobody wants to think about breathing. But it is what it is. So I'm going to continue working on that, and I'll hopefully have some notes for you, some talking points by the next time that I'm around. So let's see. I've got week 3 I'm on now, and then week 4, and then I do a 5K. Doing in case you're watching this currently, like right now, like I'm making it, I'm doing this Peachtree City 5K. It's in Peachtree City, Georgia on January 24th, I believe. I could be wrong, but Google it. You'll find it. It's part of the Atlanta Track Club Grand Prix Series. So there's like 11 or 12 races in the year, or the running season, and they give you points based on your place, first, second, third, blah blah blah. I'm obviously not aiming to place. I'm not a fast runner. I just want to be a runner. I just want to be good at. I want to like to run, and I'm there already, which is really interesting for me to say that. But this Grand Prix series through the track club has, like I said, 11 or 12 races. I think it might be less than 10. But they have participation value points as well. So even if you don't place, as long as you go to all the races or a lot of the races, you get some kind of participation, trophy or medal or something at the end of the year, which will be kind of cool, I think. So I'm gonna do that, and that's it for now. I'll keep you posted, and if I can think of anything else to talk about, or if you guys have any questions, post them below, and I'll address it the best I can. So look forward to seeing you guys again. Bye.